actively in apps. But we now firmly believe in the web as a distribution platform. I know Susan by now will have heard this spiel from me so many times, so sorry about this, Susan, but from our perspective, that the web is like the ultimate application platform. And it's such a common denominator across almost every device in the world. And so, yeah, we're really excited to see how we can embrace the web and the technologies the web provides to make it possible for people to build AR content. And I think, as you say, the integration at the level of getting that localization, plus then the frame-to-frame, I can't remember the exact phrase, but the frame-to-frame tracking that happens to make sure it all feels smooth as you're using it is a match made in heaven.
So there's a question from Renee. I'm not sure if this is specific to SEBAR or, is it possible to not only address spatial persistence, but also timely persistence, meaning an experience has a timeline that can have events a user will experience at the same time? So I think this is good to understand as a wish and expectation that things happen synchronously.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, certainly, from our perspective, what we'd like to encourage in general is that AR content is described in a scripting environment. Obviously, we want to tool around that so that you've got lovely tools for building content and animating it, what have you. But behind the scenes, or indeed exposed to the content developer, we believe that there should be a computation happening that makes that experience work. So if you're able to script an experience, then you can do whatever you like when it comes to this sort of thing. You're building content with Zapper. It's running in JavaScript. You can use the time from the local device if you wish. If you are not sufficiently trusting in that, you can definitely hit an API to get an accurate time stamp from a server you trust on the internet. And then the world's your oyster in terms of how you then customize your AR experience to make that synchronized across these other clients. There's lots of other interesting things you could do. You could have a WebSocket connection with a server so that state is synchronized between different clients. So you could have gameplay that takes place. You could, for example, you could put a chessboard in front of you, and you could have people going into that space and playing chess over instantly or over days as they just pop out into that space. It's maybe in a park or something. There's lots of interesting things you could do,
Maybe James might chime in, but because I think this is part of the reality modeling language. And probably this is not finally decided how much OpenAI Cloud will go in there or at what time. But this would be interesting to discuss this internally.
One thing to point out about real-time interaction as it relates to the open spatial computing platform, anything that's listed in a spatial discovery service can have its position updated in real time, and multiple users can get that update. But if more complex interactions are required, that's when an individual platform provider, such as the three who have presented here today, might offer some sort of real-time infrastructure that would allow for stuff like chat or more sophisticated stuff. But kind of by scope, by deliberate scope, the open spatial computing platform isn't trying to innovate every possible thing about spatial computing, but really only the shared ecosystem components. And so for real time, that means that two parties could go and discover the same content and see that content change in real time. But any interaction between the two of them would need to be facilitated by a third-party event server of some sort.
Okay, so
right. So,
oh, sorry.
Sorry, just chiming in real quick there. As Colin mentioned, that real-time aspect between them would typically live outside of OSCP, but the time dimension is interesting to think about from other perspectives as well. So you've got these projects like Internet Archive that are trying to archive things that happened on the web, right? So you could envision, you know, wanting to stand in Times Square and saying, I would like to experience the spatial content that was available here 10 years ago, right? So that's another interesting aspect to think about.
Absolutely.
Okay, so next is breakout sessions. So the idea is that we split up in 3 breakout rooms. We do hope that everybody has enough information to decide on which might be the most interesting breakout to have.
Rolf, there's one thing I want to make clear for people. Two things. Don't worry about you're going to miss something, because the tutorials are available for everybody. So don't sweat over what choice you make. And second of all, currently right now, our web browser solution is for Android only. So if you have iOS and we're hoping to build something on the web client, that's not working right now. So that might help.
And this is only the first step. We want you all, or many of you, to work on the technology, you get hands-on. That's our goal. And we know that half an hour breakout and all that introduction is not enough to really get through all of the tech. So we are there over the next days, over the week, and so we hopefully could get together in the same number of participants on this Friday to share everything that has been experienced, maybe some solutions, some experiments, and hopefully discuss with all those insights, discuss where to go from there. Susan, we will have 3 breakout sessions, and the risky thing is I'm not used to do breakout sessions in Zoom, but have the power to do. So I will click the button to create the breakout session. Sorry for doing this publicly, but better this way.
Ralph, now there's an option, right? So you can let people choose their breakout rooms. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, I can.
Also, wait a minute. We have one question about getting access to the tutorials. You need to register at our website, and then we'll send you information and what you need to do the tutorials. So please go to our website, openarcloud.org /IEEE 2021, IEEE VR 20. I totally got it. Can somebody fix it?
Suzanne, before the breakout, can you just list the rooms and the name of each room so people could make sure that we're all on the same page?
Yeah, that's what I will try now. I clicked on, so I have the option to name them. So Susan has here about the naming. So room number 1, I will rename it to Augmented City or Web. Web was the
Web. Yeah.
What was the name you gave it?
I would just call it Web. It's a web client.
Sparkle was the other name. I probably pronounced it. So this one has a name. So the second one is
Augmented City.
Yeah. So Unity. And the third one is Immersive. Okay, now I click on all sessions, begin all sessions. Everybody prepared? Hopefully this will work.
Why don't we pick?
You should see a join a breakout room option pop up in the bottom bar. And these sessions will only be 30 minutes instead of 50.
Ooh, okay.
So it will just be enough time to see a brief overview of the code structure, I believe. but still that should be enough. And of course, us OpenAR Cloud members will be splitting our efforts between the 3 rooms. So I think I will help Miko in Immersal, and Gabor will be doing Web Sparkle, and of course, Vladimir and Julia, I think, will be doing Augmented City. And then we'll come back here for just 10 minutes at the end to do a wrap up.
10 minutes to the hour, yes.
All right, well, I'm going to jump myself into the Immersal room.
Seems to work. Have fun.
randomly be put with somebody because I have all of your information of how you filled out your strengths. I'm happy to try and pair people. So just reach out to me. You have my email address because I sent you an email either last night or this morning. You can either email me or reach out to me on Discord and make that request, and I will help you to find someone to work with. Otherwise, I'll leave it up. The channel's not there yet. I just requested it to be added, so it'll be added shortly. And then other than that, Rolf, really this time right now is just to set people up for the week and make sure that they have the details that they need for session 3. So I'm just going to reiterate that session 3 is really demo day. It's where you'll show what you worked on. It's not required. It's anyone who wants to present. If we have too many people, we might have to be selective. I hope that doesn't happen. I'd really like everyone who wants to present to have that opportunity. Really depends on how many teams we have. So we'll be in communication with you throughout the week to make sure you're set up. Please, you need to be on the Discord server because that's where we're all going to be. And we have a great team of people that have all been working with the tools. We're excited to work with you. We see you as collaborators. I hope you see us as collaborators. And for anyone who participates during this week, you'll have a free 1-year membership to OpenAI Cloud. So we hope to see you active and participating in our meetings.
And we're looking for feedback is an important point. We want to know what works for you, what things you'd like to see in the individual platforms you're trying out, as well as features you'd like to be in the open spatial computing platform. Also, I will be watching the official IEEE VR Discord as well. So if anybody has issues getting to our Discord for support and talking to other collaborators, please find me, Colin Steinman, on the IEEE VR Discord, and I will try to respond to you there or put something in the rooms that they set up for us, because all the support is happening on OpenAI Cloud's Discord, which is operational year-round. And so if you do decide to attend any of our events in the next year with that free membership, it would be the same Discord, and there's all sorts of good activity on there, links being shared and projects and things to contribute to, things to learn about, etc.
Yeah. So I was going to say, in addition to your feedback, we'd also love to have your contribution. And there's plenty of opportunities for contribution.
Yeah. Not only feedback about the platforms, also we would love to hear from you about our tutorials and the breakout sessions as well. So please feel free to reach out to us and let us know, because we would like to do it better every time. And again, thanks for being here.
Yeah, this is just a beginning, and we'll probably do more of these tutorials at other conferences. So yeah.
Hopefully a hackathon when we're allowed to meet in person again.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah. Yeah. So whatever was clear or not clear, let us know.
Yep.
Yeah. Rolf, anything you want to say about session 3?
Yeah, it will happen. It will happen in Mozilla Hub's instance. So we will meet in a space. If we are up to 30, it would be perfect. If we would be more, it's possible to view from the lobby, so you're in 3D, or we will have a stream also, so you could participate in that. And yes, hopefully we will stay in contact over the week about projects and ideas, whatever. So it doesn't have to be some practical thing. It could also be an idea and a question if this is possible. So we could develop something together, help each other. So yeah, So there was one question, why not in Verbella?
I was just gonna ask that, Ralph, yes.
A good question. We didn't know that Verbella will be the tool, and we didn't have access, so we prepared this one. It feels more like our space, and so since it's a community and we want to continue after the conference, it felt good to have that space, and we will extend it to an exhibition about the whole topic. So yeah, we'll see. So that's the reason at the moment, and it's maybe not look that nice as Verbella or be possible for so many people. It's still more accessible than installing whatever 1 gig for Verbella. So that's the reason. So yeah, any questions?
We're 2 minutes before the session will have to close.
Yeah, it will close harshly. Yeah.
We'll be on Discord.
Yeah.
And you guys can, you have my permission to email me.
Yeah, thanks all for joining, and yeah, for both sessions, and hope to see you next Friday.
Yes, thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Well, as our leader always says, live long and prosper.